Welcome to the MLC. My brothers, I'm back with another video of wisdom. For those of you who are still sticking around to my channel, as I told you before, I have changed my tags because I wanted to reduce the viewership. I do not want the buffoons that I was starting to attract to my channel and a bunch of men who are useless and not learning anything. My compensation is your growth. And if you're not growing, I don't get paid. With that said, if you're still here, you still managed to find my content, congratulations and a hand of applause to you, because you have the willingness and want to be a real man, to continue to grow and to grow in wisdom. Today we're going to debunk one of the most foolish definitions of a man's value that I have been hearing around YouTube in men's circles. I'm hearing this foolishness where men are asking men on the amount of money they make in order to determine this man's value. Now, this is not one particular content creator. This is something that I am hearing across the board with very little exception. It is the most foolish conclusion ever. Number one, value and price are not the same thing. The price attached to your bank account, the fiat currency in your pocket, the money that its values are based on a president's comment or tweet, does not define whether or not you are a man. Now, as a man, you need to be able to provide. But if your only skills when it comes to providing is based on the economic system of your society, you are not yet a provider as a man. Number one, you cannot provide for yourself. Okay? You cannot provide for yourself. If anything goes left, haywire, if the ship sink, the economic ship, you cannot protect yourself or anyone around you. Okay? That is the lower number one, or I should say letter A, when it comes to the number one, which is value and price is not the same thing. There are many dating coaches that will be able to tell you that they have many football players, NFL players, celebrities that come to them, guys who are worth millions of dollars. But these same men have failed to secure themselves a woman. I am not talking about a woman to be married to. I'm talking about just a woman to sleep with casually. They can't do it because their value is low. You're confused, right? Because many of you guys who are big on the idea that it is money only and it is looks only, you are confused as to why maybe the guy don't look good, but if he's in the NFL, he's probably built. He has fame and he has money, but yet he has a hard time even talking to women or to a woman without wearing his diapers, without urinating on himself. He needs his Depends. He will piss his pants at any glimmer from any woman's lip gloss. That man has no value, but he has a high price tag attached to his bank account. Manhood is not something that can be measured with fiat currency, with some paper money, with some bills in your pocket. Too many fools are teaching on YouTube. Too many men who don't know what it's like to be a man are opening their mouths and speaking. Manhood is defined by God. If you don't believe in any particular religion, it is defined by nature. It is something intrinsic. It is something that must be developed within. Now, I know many men teach that confidence and value come from the cars you drive, the monies you obtain, and the businesses you develop. But if your president tweaked the wrong thing, all of those can be gone. If one war is declared, the value of all those things disappear. Manhood isn't material. So the value of a man, the greatness of manhood, is something that is developed within. It is something that is developed mentally, emotionally. Do you guys understand me? I am the voice of wisdom on this platform. And if you are on my Patreon, you will keep getting this wisdom. We need it. If you're looking at society, we are on the brink of something big. Meanwhile, guys are still talking about how to sleep with the lowest quality of women that you can find. And they are defining this quantity of low value women that you are able to bed as your value. They are defining the amount of useless dollars you are able to accumulate as the value of your manhood. Meanwhile, you are nodding and applauding and giving your money. Money is a representation in this society, in modern society, of your provision skills, of what you can provide as a man, a quality of manhood. But if society collapses, can you provide? Can you identify which plants you can eat? Can you farm? Do you have any basic understanding? Have you read a book? Can you hunt? Do you own weapons? For those of you who are solely spiritual, who don't think weapons are necessary, you better hope there's some kind of miracle rapture that pulls you out of all danger. Because if you're wrong, if there's a period of time where you must survive on your own, can you provide for yourself and those who depend on you, if any? All this alpha talk, and you're going to set a tent in the woods and piss right next to it and attract animals to come devour you and your family. What kind of a protector are you? All this talk about high value men being defined by a bunch of weak men who have established themselves a platform and find men more foolish than them to follow and take their advice. I am the voice of wisdom. Do you understand? I don't need a huge audience. You know why? You know why I did something many of these men who depend on this fiat currency so much would consider foolish. Why I would change my tags and get less views than I used to? The reason why is because only a few men will survive what is to come. Only a few men will successfully protect those who depend on them. And only those few men deserve to see my content. The rest will die stealing sneakers, stealing television when there's no electricity. High value my black behind. Weak men teaching on YouTube. Spineless, weak, foolish men. Men who have some level of intellect. Others have none at all. Some of them have some knowledge, which is not the same thing as an intellect. Some has information, but very little have wisdom. Wisdom will guide you through the tough times. And wisdom is the value of a man. The value of a man cannot be measured by government. The value of a man is not defined by the perspective of women. I am tired of hearing this. All these